Hello friends, welcome to first session of ninth standard chapter number 3 coordinate geometry. We have already completed chapter number 1 and chapter number 2 of ninth standard. Now we are going to start a chapter number 3, that is coordinate geometry. We are using GPS system to find the location of a place. So, if we draw a two perpendicular line, it divides plane into four parts. Each and every part is known as quadrant. And the plane with these four quadrant is known as Cartesian plane, or it is known as coordinate plane. So this coordinate geometry is very useful to find the position of an object, to find the position of any place. And that's why in GPS system, Google Map, they are using coordinate geometry. So in this session, we are going to start a coordinate geometry. It's some fundamental concepts. For example, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4, the x-axis, that is horizontal axis, the perpendicular axis is known as y-axis. The intersection of these two horizontal line and perpendicular line, vertical line, that is known as what? Origin. How to find out the coordinate of any point. So we are going to discuss all this thing with the help of special technology, with the help of one animation. Hello friends, let us start very important chapter number 3, coordinate geometry for 9th standard. If I place a pen on a table, it is very difficult to find the exact position of this pen. But if I place a yellow pen along with a white marker pen, you can say white marker pen is in the left hand side of the yellow marker pen. Even you can also find out the distance between these two pens. And if I place another blue pen in the right hand side of a white pen, you can say the white pen is in the right hand side of a blue pen and left hand side of the yellow pen. So in this way, you can find the exact position of a white pen. So coordinate geometry is very useful to find out the position of an object or to find out the location of any place. We are using coordinate geometry. In GPS system, in Google Map, they use coordinate geometry and they prepared a Google Map. So we can identify the position or location of any place with the help of coordinate geometry. In this way, coordinate geometry is very useful in our practical life, in our day-to-day life. Now to understand the coordinate geometry, we need two lines. One line is known as horizontal line. The upper one is known as horizontal line, while the another one is known as vertical line. The horizontal line is known as x-axis and the vertical line is known as y-axis. So the first one is horizontal line. The midpoint of horizontal line is known as origin. Similarly, the midpoint of vertical line is also known as origin. And we have already studied how to plot a point on a line, on a number line. So the first one is horizontal line. So we need two perpendicular lines. One is horizontal line and one is vertical line to understand most of all the concept of coordinate geometry. When these two lines intersect each other, it divides plane into four parts. Let us plot a different point on a horizontal line or in a vertical line. You know, the middle point is known as origin of a horizontal line. Similarly, the middle point is also known as horizontal of a vertical line. It is denoted by O. So, you know, positive points are there in the right hand side of a 0, while negative values are there in the left hand side of a 0. Similarly, upward values are positive while downward values are negative for vertical line. So, upper points are positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, downward values -1, -2, -3, -4, etc. So, the left hand side values are negative, right hand side values are positive for a horizontal line, upward value is positive, downward value is negative. Now, when we add these two line segment to perpendicular to each other, it become a Cartesian plane, or you can say coordinate plane. The intersection of these two axis, the horizontal one is x-axis and the vertical line is known as y-axis, and it is known as origin. So it divide coordinate plane into four part. You can see this four part. So to know the position of an object, we need two perpendicular axes. The horizontal one is known as x-axis. On the right hand side it is known as x, in left hand side it is known as x dash. The upper one on y-axis is known as y, while lower one is known as y dash. While the intersection of these two lines is known as origin, and the coordinate of origin is 0, 0. Here we have taken 5 points on x-axis positive side, 5 points on x-axis in negative side. Similarly, 6 point on downward direction on y-axis, that is known as negative y-axis, and 6 point in positive y direction, means upward direction, and that is known as y, positive y-axis. OY is positive y, OX is positive x-axis, OY dash is negative y-axis, while OX dash is negative y-axis. In this way you can prepare a coordinate plane. It is also known as Cartesian plane. So this is the first step to plot a point in a Cartesian plane. Let me take one point in a first quadrant. You know, these two line segment, horizontal line and vertical line, they divide Cartesian plane into four parts. First part, that is known as first quadrant. First quadrant. Well, x is negative and y is positive, that is known as what? Second quadrant. While x is negative, y is negative, and this quadrant is known as third quadrant, and When x is positive and y is negative, then it is known as what? Fourth quadrant. So these two lines divide plane into four quadrant, and they are denoted by first, second, third and fourth quadrant respectively. So when you write any point in any quadrant, the first coordinate is always known as x coordinate and the second coordinate is known as y coordinate. Let me take one point in first quadrant, second point in second quadrant. Let me take one another point in third quadrant as well as in fourth quadrant respectively. You can see I have taken this 4 point in different four quadrants. Now, how to read the coordinate of this point? So there is one special technique. Here from this point, you have to draw perpendicular to y-axis as well as perpendicular to the x-axis. So, to know the coordinate of any point from this point, we have to draw perpendicular to y-axis as well as perpendicular to x-axis. Now this perpendicular meet x-axis at point 3. So the x coordinate is 3 and this perpendicular meets y-axis at 2, and that's why the coordinate of first point in the first quadrant is 3, 2. Similarly, let us draw perpendicular from point in the second quadrant to the x-axis as well as to the y-axis. Similarly, draw perpendicular from a point, the name of this point is C, to the x-axis as well as to the y-axis. Similarly, draw a perpendicular from a point in the fourth quadrant to the y-axis as well as to the x-axis. So this is the procedure to identify or to know the coordinate of different point in a different quadrant of a Cartesian plane. So you have to draw a perpendicular to both the axis, x-axis as well as y-axis. So for first point in the first quadrant, first quadrant x is also positive, y is also positive. So the coordinate of first point, it meets at 3 as well as 2, and that's why the coordinate of point in the first quadrant is plus 3 and plus 2, because in first quadrant the value of first quadrant is also positive and the value of second coordinate is also positive. The point number A, let me write the name, point number C and point number D. Let us find out the coordinate of point B. We have already drawn the perpendicular. This perpendicular meet x-axis at minus 3 and y-axis at 4. So the coordinate is minus 3, 4. Similarly, for C point, the coordinate is minus 2, minus 5. Similarly, for point D, the coordinate is 2 and minus 3. So this is the procedure or way to know the coordinate of different point lies in a different quadrant. The first quadrant, both the coordinate are positive, while in third quadrant, both the coordinate are negative. In second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. In fourth quadrant, x is positive, y is negative. The x coordinate is also known as abscissa and y coordinate is known as ordinate. So you have to recall this name. X coordinate is known as abscissa and y coordinate is known as ordinate. So in first quadrant, both the coordinate are positive. In second quadrant, x is negative while y is positive. In the third quadrant, x is negative and y is positive. So you can write minus comma plus. In fourth quadrant, in third quadrant, both are negative. In fourth quadrant, x is positive while y is negative. So this is the method to identify the position of an object. You know how to plot a point -3, -4. So from this coordinate you can identify it is lies in a third quadrant. If it is 3 and -4, from the sign of x coordinate and y coordinate, you can identify it placed in a fourth quadrant. Let me take another example. The intersection of these two axis is known as origin. So the intersection of x-axis and y-axis is known as origin and the coordinate of origin is 0, 0. Now, how to find out the coordinate of a point which lies on either x-axis or y-axis? If a point lies on x-axis, the y coordinate is always 0. And the point on y-axis, x coordinate is 0. So, a point 3, 0 lies on x-axis because y coordinate is 0. Because on x-axis, y coordinate is always 0. So let me write positive points on the right hand side and negative points on the left hand side. So the coordinate of this point is 3, 0 because y coordinate is 0. So the point 3, 0 lies on x-axis. Now let me take another example, 0, 4. Here the x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is 4 and that's why it lies on y-axis. But in y-axis there are two directions, OY as well as OY dash. Here it is 0, 4 and that's why it is on positive y direction, means upward direction. So 0, 4 is lies on y-axis in upward direction on OY ray of line y dash. So when a point lies on x-axis, y coordinate is 0 and when a point lies on y-axis, its x coordinate is 0. And if a point lies on origin, its x-axis as well as y-axis both are 0 and that's why the coordinate of origin is 0, 0. Sometimes they ask this question, what is the coordinate of origin? So the answer is the coordinate of origin is 0, 0. Now, if the ordinate is in the fraction form, let me take one example, how to plot -2 1/2. So you can easily plot -2, that is on x-axis and it is in the left hand side. While how to draw 1/2? You know, 1 by 2 means half is always lies between 0 and 1. So let me zoom the 1 centimeter portion so you can easily identify how to plot half. So the initial point is 0, the final point is 1. You know, in a graph paper, there are many small vertical lines on a graph paper. There are 10 lines. Let me draw this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 portion between 0 and 1. And here you have to plot half. So it always lies between 0 and 1. So calculate 5 count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this point you can write half. So you can easily plot minus 2 and 1 by 2. Minus 2 on x-axis, 1 by 2 on positive y-axis between 0 and 1. So this point is known as minus 2, 1 by 2. So we have discussed three things. How to find the coordinate of a point lies in a quadrant. How to find out the coordinate of a point which lies on either x-axis or either y-axis. Let us solve some example. How could you describe the position of a table, lamp on your study table to another person? Let me draw a table, the top of a table. Let me place a table lamp on a table. Now you know how to find out the position of an object. So draw perpendicular line from table lamp to x-axis as well as y-axis. On table lamp, x-axis means our length and y-axis is a breadth. So draw perpendicular from a table lamp to length as well as to the breadth. Suppose table lamp is a meter or a centimeter from a breadth. So this is your x coordinate is a. Suppose table lamp is 15 centimeter away from the breadth and so my table lamp is at 15 centimeter from the breadth. You can also write from the shorter distance or shorter side of the lamp and 20 centimeter from the length. So the coordinate is 15, 20. X coordinate is 15 and y coordinate is 20. Now let us start exercise number 3.1. Horizontal line is known as x-axis. Vertical line is known as y-axis. 4 quadrants are there. You know the sign of different coordinate in 4th quadrant. In exercise 3.2, first example, streets are given to you. Horizontal streets are given and vertical streets are given. So I have drawn a horizontal streets, 5 streets are there. Similarly, let me draw a 5 vertical streets. Your question is, how many cross streets can be referred to as 4, 3? And the second question is, how many cross streets can be referred to as 3, 4? First one is 4, 3. So on x-axis, you have to take 4 streets and move up to 3 streets. So you get unique point. When the 4th street, horizontal 4th street and vertical 3rd street meet each other, so you get a unique point. Similarly, in second example, the point is 3, 4. So vertical 3rd street and horizontal 4th street, and that's why your answer is you get a unique cross street at 3, 4. This is exercise number 3.1, question number 2. 5 horizontal streets and 5 vertical streets are given to you, and your question is, how many cross streets can be referred at 4, 3 and how many cross streets can be referred at 3, 4? The answer is unique. So a unique cross street at 4, 3 and a unique cross street at 3, 4. In this way, we can know the position of an object. For this, you have to draw mutually perpendicular lines. The horizontal line is known as x-axis and vertical line is known as y-axis. The intersection of this x-axis and y-axis is known as origin. Let me take this one point, that is vertical street number 2 and horizontal street number 5. So the intersection of this street is known as 2, 5. If you need 3 and 5, so you have to take vertical street number 3 and horizontal street number 5. You get 3, 5. So 3 is known as x coordinate and 5 is known as y coordinate. You can also solve this example with the help of direction. North to south means x coordinate and east to west means y coordinate. So when you move from east to west, at this point you get 4, so it is y coordinate is 4. While move from north to south, that is you get 4, that is your x-axis, x coordinate, and the coordinate of this point is 4 and 3. 4 is from north to south and 3 is from east to west. Three is known as abscissa, that is known as x coordinate. 4 is known as y coordinate, or you can say ordinate. 3 is from north to south and 4 is from east to west. So with the help of direction also you can plot a point in a different quadrant. Either it is 1, quadrant number 1, quadrant number 2, or quadrant number 3, or quadrant number 4. Let me take another point. Yes, so if we draw a perpendicular from this point, it meets at 3 on x-axis, while it meets at 4 on y-axis. So the coordinate of this point is 3 and 4. 3 is known as abscissa, 4 is known as ordinate, 3 is x coordinate, and 4 is y coordinate. So this is the way to find out the position of an object. It is very useful in our practical life to know the location of an object. So friends, we have studied horizontal line is known as x-axis, vertical line is known as y-axis, the intersection of x and y-axis is known as origin. We have also discussed 4 quadrants. In first quadrant, x and y both are positive. In second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. In third quadrant, both are negative. While in fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. Let us start exercise number 3.3. First example. In which quadrant or on which axis do each of the point minus 2, 4, 3, minus 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and minus 3, 5 lies? You can easily solve this. First one, minus 2, 4 means it lies in second quadrant. 3 minus 1, it lies in fourth quadrant. Similarly, you can give answer of other two questions. In third example, a table is given to you and you have to find out x coordinate, y coordinate and then the quadrant in which this point lies. We both are positive, it lies in a first quadrant. Both are negative, lies in a third quadrant. So friends, this is about coordinate plane or a Cartesian plane. Regarding 4 quadrant of a Cartesian plane, the sign of x coordinate as well as y coordinate in different quadrant and some examples to find out the position of an object or position of a point. So in next class we will solve some example on the basis of coordinate geometry. Thank you friends.